So as you can see, like the theme this year is that every planner has a particular goal. So this is for my like financial goals, this one is for mental health, this one is for work, this one is just to get organized, and this one is for health and fitness. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ahana, and here we talk about all things related to stationery, planners, productivity, organization, and in general trying to live your best life. And if that interests you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also click the bell icon to be notified every single time I post a new video. So today's video is about my planner stack. Now I know that I have already taken you through most of the things that I'm using this year, and I have actually made small videos just introducing each of the planners that I will be using. So I will link all of those in the description and in the cards above, so you can go check that out. So today I'm introducing you to the full planner stack and the purpose of each notebook in this stack. So it's quite heavy, and for like beginner planner girlies this is kind of overwhelming, I get it. And just to be fair, I have been planning like properly with actual planners since about 2018. So you know, this is obviously 6-7 years of evolution that has got me here. I did not start off with 6 planners, so you know, you don't have to get super overwhelmed or scared like, oh my god, what is happening. I have just realized over the years that for different facets of my life, it is just easier for me if I do have different notebooks for different purposes. Otherwise I really get distracted and sidetracked, and it's just easier for me to maintain that balance and that focus when I am planning in one journal for a specific purpose. So without further ado, let's get into it. You've already seen this one multiple times. This is the Accomplished Weekly from Atelier Neora. I absolutely love it, and I have decided that I'm going to make this my health and fitness journal. I have been craving a health and fitness journal for a very long time, and I was kind of dabbling with the idea of making like a bullet journal kind of thing for it, or just using an existing planner. But this is just perfectly laid out for that particular purpose. So let me just quickly show you what I've already done here. So I've just set up the vision board for this particular planner in theme with healthy eating and exercising and just taking care of your health and fitness. So that is just my reminder for this particular year. And here the monthly pages will mostly be like trackers, so I can keep a track of what days I've done my 10k steps, what days I have exercised, what days I've eaten junk food, so on and so forth. Like, I'm just still ironing out the details, but I'm very certain that this is going to be my health and fitness journal. So then for the weekly sections, I'm actually going to plan out the entire menu for the week to avoid eating like any junk food at all, and to just stick to my goals and to stick to my fitness plan. I actually already have like a proper diet plan that I follow. I have consulted a nutritionist, and I'm just trying to follow what they've said. So just by planning out my entire week of meals here, and obviously I'll make allowances for when I have to go meet friends or family or like little outings, etc. Those are obviously there. It's called balance. But other than that, I just want everything to be laid out, and this page I'm going to write down all the groceries that I need to create this particular menu, or even if there are any interesting recipes that I come across that will support my health and fitness goals, so I will also write over here. So here, this is how I am planning to use this particular one. This is my health and fitness journal. Then this one is going to be my commonplace journal. So as you can see that this notebook does not have anything, it's just plain lined notebook. But obviously I am in love with our giraffe notebooks. They are brilliant quality, and this is going to be a notebook where I just jot down everything that comes to my mind, and it doesn't really have to be like anything specific. It might just be like a fleeting idea, and then I will like put it in the correct place once I get time or something. But it's something that's going to be on my desk all the time, and for the timing I'm working from home, so if I just think of something, I'm just going to quickly jot it down over here, and then later, you know, it's going to be a capture method for me. So if you have heard of David Allen's Getting Things Done, it's a great system, by the way, and let me know in the comments if you have not heard of it, because then I will make a video just taking you through what the system is about. It's super useful and you can definitely gain a lot from it. So this is going to be my capture system for that purpose, and I'm just going to leave it on my table all the time. And of course it's Starbucks and I love coffee, so that's another thing. Then is my daily driver. Obviously I have already gone through this in detail, but this is the planner that I want to use for my work. Now I have a separate work notebook. I'm not going to bring it over here because obviously it has a lot of confidential things, but this is just, you know, how I've designed the vision board, is just so that you can focus on work and just, you know, hustle and grind and those kind of things. And this is like going to be all my meetings in the particular day and the priorities for the day. And once we get to the daily pages, I'm just going to write down, you know, whatever happened in the day, or if I had got some work assigned. But if I can fit in like the main things that happened in the day in this page, well and good. If I cannot, then I will definitely use my actual work notebook for like detailed notes, but this will mostly be like referencing things, so I will remember that okay, on this particular day we were discussing this particular project, so I can look it up in my notebook accordingly. You know, that is my thought process about it. This still gives you enough space for using stickers, so that is the main thing that I want to also focus on. Like, I want to add my touch of creativity in all the planners that I'm in this year, and I don't want to hold back on that. And I think that I just thought about it way too much, that oh my god, it's a work planner and I shouldn't use it. It's really not that big a deal. If it's not taking away from like my main focus, then it's completely fine. And yeah, that is my plan for this particular planner. So this is my work planner for 2025. Next up, we have the full spectrum of emotions planner. This one is actually a journal for self-exploration, and this has a lot of really nice prompts. So this is what I want to be using every single morning when I sit down for journaling. I'm going to use each of these prompts if I'm feeling any particular of these feelings, or I have these everyday prompts for journaling. Sometimes, you know, journaling just gets really boring and it just becomes like, oh my god, this is what I did in my day, and it just becomes like 3 pages of recounting your days, which also is very useful. It's called morning pages and it has its own benefits definitely, but I want it to be more purposeful, and I want to, you know, really get in touch with myself and understand why I feel what I feel and how I can understand my emotions better and regulate them better. So I think this is the way to go. So this is going to be my morning journal notebook. Next up, we have the budget planner. Now, you have seen this planner in a very old video, which also I will link. It had like all the journals that I had at the time. So here I have really not used it, and this is the year that I'm really seriously focusing on my financial goals. So this is why I am using this particular budget planner. Now you can see here it's not used. So these are all like bank details, etc. you have for this. Then you have savings goals. So I obviously haven't filled out anything, but I am going to. So I am saving for a bunch of things and I want to be filling these as we go. Then we also have a bill payment checklist. So these are bills that you basically have to pay every month. You can use for your subscriptions, maybe electricity bill, rent, your cook, any help you have, driver, etc. That is what you can write down here, and you can just check as you go to ensure that you don't miss any monthly payments. And then you also have these monthly pages. So here you write expenses and what you actually spent, and I like that this goes on for a few pages, because like any of us, we are constantly ordering, right, from Blinkit or Zepto or something like that. So it really, there needs to be a place to keep track of all the spends. And at the end of the month, you also have a debt tracker. So like I have student loans, so this is super useful for me. Then you can do an overview that where were my largest expenditures, and you know how I can control them, and what is the goal for the next month. I really like how this is laid out, and this is super functional. So like for my finance goals, this is what I am going to work on. So as you can see, like the theme this year is that every planner has a particular goal. So this is for my like financial goals, this one is for mental health, this one is for work, this one is just to get organized, and this one is for health and fitness. And now we finally come to the Undated planner, which is basically going to be my overall life planner. Now this will not have work or health and fitness related things, but everything else goes in here. So I just showed you guys the So I have just showed you this particular vision board in my how to choose your planner video, so you can refer to that as well. But here is what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my entire week into time blocks so that I know exactly what I'm doing when. This is also the planner I will use to plan my content for anything related to family things, like when I have a little daughter now, so whenever her vaccination is, when I have to take her to the doctor, whenever I have my regular doctor's appointment scheduled, I will put all of that here. I will also plan any trips that we are taking in this particular planner, and I will also do like my cleaning schedules, etc. Everything related to the house, the family, and my content is going to be in this planner. Why I chose this, because this is very big and it's a lot of space and I don't need to carry it anywhere, and this gives me a lot of freedom to properly plan out every single thing that I really need, and I just think it's going to be super useful for that purpose. So for home planning, there's not something that comes up every single day, right? So it's okay if I skip a few days in between, because anyway it's an undated planner. So that is what my main focus and the point of using this planner is, that whenever I need it, I will just get all the space that I want. And yeah, and then there are these notes pages at the end, which is where I'm planning to do like a weekly review of what went right, what went wrong, etc. But you should subscribe, because then you'll get to see how I actually manage to use all of these planners. I will do a quick monthly updates of these planners soon, and yeah, and then you'll get to see the full picture. But yes, this is it for this video. This was my planner stack. I am using 6 planners this year, when planners and journals you can call it. So I am very excited to get started, and yeah, let me know if you also have a planner stack and what all planners have made it to your stack. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.